Morning, New York. We're on Lexington Avenue, 47th Street. This is a part of the city that during COVID really kind of died. It just became lethargic. And as you can see by all the people walking around and all the vehicular traffic and the construction, it's turned a corner. It's feeling vibrant again. So that's good to see. I try and take a different stroll to a different street or area or neighborhood every day just to see what's going on, because I think it's important to know. So yesterday, Kathy Wild, who's president and CEO of the Partnership for New York, spoke at the Young Men's Women's Real Estate Association of New York. Oh, quick sidebar. Park Avenue Kitchen, really good restaurant. If you have not been, you should go. This place actually has time, like really good looking crowd, excellent food. It feels like you're in Soho. So go to that place, Park Avenue Kitchen, which is at 48th and Lex. Anyway, Kathy Wild spoke yesterday, and smart lady, razor sharp. And she had some good takeaways I thought I'd share. Takeaway one was at the end of last year, at the end of 23, they surveyed all their members. These big corporations like JP Chase and other large business entities like that. 80% intended to maintain or increase both the number of employees they have and their office space footprint. Really good sign for New York. Really, really good sign. But she did identify some challenges. Challenge one was that New York City is expensive. It's the third most expensive city to live in globally after Singapore, and I can't remember the other one. But it's not easy to live here or to do business here. The number one cost by far that she identified was cost of insurance, and insurance of every type. It is just brutal here. Same with cost of construction, labor, and just the administration. The political environment to get business done here is so overregulated and kind of hostile that it's not great. So that wasn't good. Another takeaway that was discussed, and I actually asked the question about crime, even though I know the stats show that New York City is the safest big city in the United States. There's no denying when you look on the television and watch the news in the morning that there's been much more crime than there was pre-pandemic. That's happened everywhere, but in New York in particular. And I said, is it because of the bail reform that we had and the ending of stop and frisk? And her opinion was those are not the primary drivers. She said the primary driver was the change to the discovery laws. So if you get arrested for something, you go to court, you have to provide evidence. It's called discovery. And the change made a couple years ago basically said that all evidence, every single piece, had to be submitted to the court within 30 days, 30 days. Otherwise, cases can be dismissed outright in their entirety. And that is an issue. And she gave an example, particularly egregious one, where a spousal abuse situation was going on, really bad situation. And they didn't provide a mugshot for the defendant. And the case was dismissed outright. There was no order of protection for the spouse. Very bad outcome. And so, I asked her, how can we help? What do we need to do? And she said, you need to contact your legislators and tell them they need to change that law. And they need to change it from all evidence to all relevant evidence. And maybe have a longer period than 30 days, because the police and all the other people who are required to submit all the evidence required by discovery can't do it in 30 days. And that, more than anything, she said, would help prosecutors be able to keep bad people off the streets. Like the people who are robbing Dwayne Reeds, like we're looking at right there, and just, coming in with, shopping bags, filling them up, leaving, and then coming back the next day to do it again, causing pharmacies to shut or have, all of their products behind glass. It's not a good situation. New York is safe. I walk the streets every day, take the subway every day, but the perception is out there that it's not, and it's something that needs to be addressed. And that was Kathy's take on it. Anyway, if you ever get the opportunity to see Kathy Wild, the president and CEO of the Partnership for New York, speak, you should, because she kind of gets everything. So that's what I learned yesterday at lunch. and I thought I'd share it. Have a great day, New York.